Hey guys, this is Michelle with mlhawkinsart. Welcome back. We are doing a reverse canvas today, part 1 of 2. So please like, share, and subscribe if you like part 2. Here I have uploaded my photo that I'm going to use, or my SVG. I'm going to shrink it down to the 8 by 10, actually just under 8 by 10 by going up to unlock. Now later on I did end up using an 11 by 14 due to my design even at the 6 by 9 was still too big. Here you send it to back once you've created your square to have your basically frame alignment. I tried to make sure that it was at least 1.5 inches from the border, but that did not work out the way I wanted it to. So it was supposed to be for an 8 by 10, ended up being a 11 by 14. Here I am color coordinating so that way later on when I go to cut everything out, the leaves are attached to the registration star that I will be making later on, and so on and so forth. So that way it just makes it a lot easier when I send it to the mats. It does take me a few moments here to get everything organized and the way I want it. And again, just kind of picking colors that sort of matched. I did have to use a grapefruit color for the orange and nice because unfortunately it was when I ordered it, I did not realize I ordered grapefruit and not orange. I must have clicked the wrong one when I went to put it in the cart. However, I made it work. I do have regular orange vinyl on the way for later projects when I do go to remake the reverse canvas. So again, I am just making sure that everything is color coordinated properly. I like to double and triple check just to make sure everything is just about perfect. I've said it before, no artist, no sculptor, no painter, no crafter is 100% perfect. But me being OCD, I really should eat my own words. But again, we're not all perfect. As Bob Ross says, happy little accidents. Here I am creating my star for the registration mark so that way when I go to layer the iron on, I can line it up as perfect as possible. Again, still not 100% perfect, and I did have to make some adjustments later on when I do part 2 is when you'll see the iron on part, and I will go into it more then. Here I'm just arranging the star to see where exactly I want it, so that way hopefully when I go to cut this, I can get the star on every piece. Once I feel I have it just where I want it, I will be going back through the groups. I'm going to group all the colors back together, then group a star with it, and also I create 4 more stars to have a total of 5 since I'm going to have 5 cutouts. And once they're centered, I color coordinate them with the colors that I have chosen for my design. It does take me a moment to kind of get my bearings and where I'm placing everything. I apologize, but it does come together quite nicely. You also want to make sure you are selecting the right thing. So I just click Control and select each star individually here, and then I center them. And again, once that's done, I color coordinate it, and then we will be ready to rock and roll to the mat. Again, just double and triple checking, send it to the mat. Oops, I did not attach. So simply go back and I select the color star coordinated with my colors for the iron-on and attach them together and then resend it to the mat by pressing Make It. And voila, it's all good. So here I'm just assessing where everything is on the mats. And always be sure to mirror your projects. I know I've forgotten on occasion, and it was not a pretty sight. So here I am, just making sure everything's mirrored. Then I will be pressing continue. And because I was using pattern, glitter, and everyday iron-on, I only showed 2 of the 4 processes that or 3 processes, because 2 of them were everyday iron-on. You go to browse all materials, and then I type in pattern, select or click the search, pattern iron-on, and then it's going to cut the pattern, and I use fast mode. Not everybody will like that, but I do, and sometimes I have to go back and recut because it was too fast for my project, but it's all trial and error. Me personally, I like fast mode. So here, because this next one is going to be everyday iron-on, I just go back, type in again what I need, which is everyday iron-on, and click everyday iron-on, make sure all my settings are correct, send it to cut, and I cut out everything else just the same way. And again, like I said, I like using fast mode. Not everybody does. And even I've had to go back and recut a project or stop a project and switch it off because it was kind of tearing up my material. It's just, it's something you do have to watch, but it does go a lot faster if you can use fast mode, especially when I'm doing stickers. It definitely is a time saver for the most part. So here, I did not have too much trouble weeding for this pattern iron, which I really enjoyed that. This, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of weeding, and as you're going to see in the last 2 here, the glitter and it was glitter Siser, which I was very happy with the material, but it was just a little bit of a pain to weed. Now, this everyday iron-on, just very intricate cuts. I was very pleased with how well the cuts came out. And yeah, so it definitely was a bit of a pill to weed, but, and weeding is not my favorite thing. I know people do the mandalas and a lot of heavy weeding projects, and it's therapeutic to them. And by all means, please, if it's your therapy or you just enjoy doing it, have a ball. Me personally, it is quite tedious, but if I want my project to look good, I gotta do it. This leaf right here was such a pain because it had so many different cuts. So I just had to go through and weed out each one. But again, I did enjoy so much doing this project. It was quite an experience. I pretty much say that with all my projects, but I mean, it's always fun to try something new and just have fun with it. Now, again, I will say this is part 1 of 2. If you want to see part 2, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And that way you can also keep up with when I will be posting new videos. I try and post at least twice a week. Depends on what all is going on. We are still in hurricane season here, and I've actually lost my power twice in the last 2 months. So, and I fall behind at that point. But other than that, I do try and post minimum once, max twice a week, which I already have part 2 filmed, but because I've got a lot going on these next couple of days, it may not be uploaded probably until the end of the week. But I will be sure to get it up no later than Friday. Could be earlier, but that's why I say subscribe, turn on those notifications, and keep a lookout. Here I am weeding the inside of the pumpkin for the spice, and that was probably one of the easiest ones. And then once I have everything weeded, I said this was the 8x10 canvas. I did show how I take off the canvas to do the reverse on the 8x10. I did not film doing the 11x14, but here you just kind of cut around the staples. Everybody does it different. I just leave the staples in, and there's a few others I've watched that leave the staples in. It doesn't matter because you're going to put that part on the bottom anyways. Do be careful when you're using an X-Acto knife. I'm not the safest person with that, and that is wrong on my part. So please, please, please be safe. Here I'm using a pumpkin orange color for the frame. Make sure to get it all nice and coated. I did like how the color turned out, and it was definitely fun. I've done a lot of painting these last few days with this project. So I will, like I said, have part 2 uploaded as soon as I can. I do hope you enjoyed watching this. Everybody have a good, safe Halloween. Blessed be and happy crafting, everyone.